your favorite senpai. Oh, I know the nerves are wrecking me because over the past couple of weeks since I last posted, life had been in a lot of arenas, especially work, been so overwhelming. And once I realized that it was interfering with me posting and going live, that's when I started like psyching myself out. So I do that every time because I feel like you guys deserve a lot more consistency. And maybe that's like putting myself in a box and also inadvertently projecting me putting myself in a box onto you guys, which also is not cool or fair. So, with that, me psyching myself out and time just kept passing. And next thing I know, we are like months, weeks away from the last time I had posted. And that's not to say I hadn't been creating content in that time. I had been. But every time I'd sit down to create something, there was always some type of issue, whether it be due to work stress, those obligations, stuff going on in my home life, other extracurriculars that me and my family do, or, you know, or even something just as simple as I don't know what's going on. I thought I bought extra storage and it's not working. But even just simple storage, like I'd have to try to speed through me creating the content, which then I'd feel like, okay, this isn't good enough to post because now I'm just trying to speed run through something when I'm really just trying to sit chill and kind of really talk and share ideas with you guys. And so inadvertently, of course, that led to me not posting as often. And like for example, like even with work, I got slammed with like um I'm exaggerating when I say 1,000,001, but if I wanted to be more frank, it was probably about how many more was it? Like 15, 16 cases that were like transferred. What's up, Yusuf? Thank you for joining YMA. Like, and they were all transfer cases like within the span of like 3 weeks. And I work with foster kids, so if y'all know anybody that actually does that line of work, that's like very heavy because that's like multiple families, and that's not including the actual amount of kids that have to be worked with within that because everybody's behaviors aren't the same either. I'm from the South, United States, and because of that, like it was now I'm having to pick up everything else. And all those were like transfer cases. And then even then there's like a story behind that as well because I really only got slammed like that likely due to retaliation. But that's another story time for another day too. Cause all of them were like transfer cases. So like I'm the only one with like a high caseload on my team. But anyway, hey, what's up, Jimmy? And what's your name? I got oh, I'm not even gonna mess up your name, babe. I got you up. Yeah, thank y'all for popping in. So that's that aspect of work, and then there's a multitude of things that I also have to do because we have plans and tasks and appointments and everything that has to be done like on a certain time frame. So my whole schedule is like jam packed on top of like documentation and then any other stuff we got to request. It's a lot. It's a lot to be trying to be dealt with all at once. And then on top of that, another part of my job is also trying to be like therapeutic and helping my clients out as well with other social services. And in doing so, it that takes up a lot of time too. Because this is a difficult process for everybody included, not just the kids, the family as a whole. So I'm trying to help work with the family and stuff like that as a whole. And hey, and it still seems to be, you know, it's very overwhelming. It's very mentally taxing, especially when a lot of those people don't even try to move in the best interest of the kids, and it's very irritating. But like I said, separate story time. So anyway, then like I said, filming. So typical. Why I run out of storage? I mean, I'm sure it's obvious like why I ran out of storage, but still, I'm just saying, like, why did I run out of storage? So now I'm having to fly through everything that I'm trying to create for you guys, and now I feel like the content that I'm creating isn't even of quality, but that's my own self criticism. Shout out to my Virgo Venus ruling like my whole chart. Yes, heavy on the Virgo energy. Definitely critiquing the hell out of myself on stuff like that. I appreciate the flowers, y'all. So, and then I get in my head, like I'm sure how maybe many of us do, even when we're striving to do anything, and I start psyching myself out like, man, like nobody wants to join in, nobody wants to participate, nobody wants to do this anymore because it's been a while. And then I start getting down on myself because I'm like, it's been a while. Are you from Turkey? Shout out to Turkey. I love it when people come in from all over the world, especially from different countries. So, like we'll start psyching ourselves out about stuff. And the next thing you know, you look back and you got nothing but a boatload of excuses, and you've done none of the things that you said you wanted to do at all. Like your dreams have not come to fruition or have been realized because you stood there the entire time psyching yourself out about something, and now you've gone nowhere. Like you still at square one. Steven, thanks for sharing. Oh, thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to everybody coming here from Turkey. What up, y'all? Y'all coming where y'all from too, or the country, just the country. Y'all ain't gotta tell me y'all city because we don't play that on the internet. But anyway, but yeah. So now I'm just getting back into the rhythm of everything, and um, just getting back into being more comfortable. But that's also part of the reason why I also created this avenue, you know, because I feel like it'd be nice to have a space where it seems like you can actually sit, talk with, or meet with people or whatever. They can understand like what you're going through, and to understand like that is one. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Yes, one of my goals, one of my dreams is to be a content creator. One of my things is because I really, really do love helping people. It's one of the biggest passions that I have. And if this is the best avenue that I can take to reach millions of, hopefully millions of people, which would be mind blowing for me. But even if it, like just as many people as I can without anybody really having to pay out of pocket, because we love capitalism, don't it? Yeah. So without people having to really pay out of pocket, something that they can try to access, even if they don't have a phone themselves. Maybe if they get access to a computer or somebody else they know, or a tablet or something, or even if they just overhear something, or even if I could pass something on to someone else, they could repeat to someone else and help them. Like that's literally like the point of what I'm doing here, in the essence of it all. Yep, I'm from America, the South. I'm sure y'all heard of us. Or at least I hear that from like a lot of folks that live out the country. They talk about the American South a lot. Um, but yeah. So after realizing that I was psyching myself out, I was like, wow, I really played myself like this entire time. And I really had to realize like everything that I kept saying, I'm like, there's just an excuse. Okay, you don't have storage on your phone, go live. you know just speak, just go live, talk to your tribe, the vibe tribe, what I call y'all. Like, share what you're going through. And I'm sure and I hope that me being open and honest about my experiences and what I've been dealing with and going through can actually help somebody else lift themselves up as well, and to realize like, hey, like the mind really do be playing tricks on you. Don't let it do that. Like, once you realize that you're living within an illusion, allow yourself to recenter and ground yourself, and then you can move forward. So, another one of the things that's also been helping me get my mind together is that I'm back in the gym, and I can sing it because I really feel like my quality of life has truly improved since I joined this gym, and I'm investing in me being able to um, actually, you know, enjoy the activities that I truly do enjoy. Like, I also had another habit of like making myself feel like I have to wait for this, wait to do that, wait. Meanwhile, days, that months, weeks, years are flying by. And though I do believe in the possibility of reincarnation and things of that nature. This life that I have right now, do I really want to reflect on this life when that time comes? And I'd be like, damn, bro, like there were so many things I desired to do. I had so many great ideas, and I didn't even utilize any of them because I'm sitting up here psyching myself out, whether it's being worried about what somebody else might think or thinking like, oh, maybe this isn't good enough or whatever. Like, just jump out there and like swim. Of course, I love the Vibe Tribe. Of course I do. But but even in that, it's still like making sure that you make time to live life. And me going to the gym and allowing myself to enjoy the things that I would like to enjoy in life, and not allowing myself to stay in situations and deal with things that I know are not pleasurable for me in this life, especially when it's not necessary. Okay, Yusuf, you take care. Thanks for dropping in. So have done that. They allow themselves to sit in silence and not even allow themselves to enjoy life the way that they would like to, or the way that you feel your soul calling you to do things. You can feel it in your essence. But we get psyched out by the society that we live in and the culture of the people that we are near in our community, telling us that no, you can't do that, you have to do this, you got to do it this way. That is such a limiting mindset. And I've done a lot of work to break free out of a lot of those mindsets, because where I'm from, the type of way they think, it'll keep you there. And you won't grow at all. You won't be able to do anything at all. Um, I have heard of that before. I've never actually tried it though. I think I read some research on it. It's very interesting though. It's something I like to experiment with. But nonetheless, just still allowing ourselves to be, or allowing our minds to fall victim to those things. That's why it's so important to stay grounded. That's why it's so important to learn who you are and knowing that self, and really realizing like the God that is also within you. Because no matter what anybody says, um, somebody said the video is blurry. Can y'all see me? Or am I blurry? It could be the way the sun is sitting too. So, can y'all see me? Mm, okay, I'm probably not gonna deal with it for long. Can you guys hear me? Is there any problem? No? Okay. Um. Oh, okay, okay. They said it's fixing them now. All right. It might have just been a It might have just been an issue. Okay, good. So so yeah. So once I realized what was going on, like that's when I was just like, okay, let's go ahead and do what we need to do. Look, I don't have no fancy setup. I didn't feel like I need to go out and do all this extra stuff. Like, and I'm not saying like people that curate those type of videos aren't pretty cool. Those are pretty cool. That is awesome. But it's still the lane of like, I'm not about to sit up here and be like, oh man, I don't have eyeliner, I can't do it. Or, you know, or I don't have space might set up the way I want it to be set up. Like, no, none of that. It's still stepping out and taking a chance and making that step toward what you actually really want to do and what you feel your soul calling you to do, instead of sitting here and making every excuse in the world as to why you're not about to do what you actually said and feel that you know you need to do. Yes, I've been able to help a lot of people with anxiety, depression, and confidence building. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad I could have been an inspiration to you, Steve. And what you're doing sounds pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna check out your page after this to see what you on. But that sounds pretty cool though. How long have you been doing hypnotherapy? I don't know if you're still here. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to come on here, and I just wanted to share that with y'all. And so moving forward, what I'm thinking is that whenever I would typically just try to record a video, That's where I'll probably try to go live. So it might be a little bit spontaneous. I know a lot of my audience lives across seas, and that's totally cool. But yeah, I feel so much freer now. I really do. I do. I feel a lot better. Like, and I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Once I really sat back and I was just like, man, this shit's like really a fucking video game. Like, I'm probably a Sims character on somebody's computer right now. And I'm over here stressing out about a motherfucking job and about some motherfucking people who don't give two shits about me or my child. And at the first chance that they probably get, would try to do anything to make shit harder. Or even just find out even some stuff that happened with this one organization that I was just in. Motherfuckers is weird. They really are. Told me to do stuff. I did stuff, and then they act like they had a problem with me doing stuff. Like I said, potential story times coming up if y'all actually want to hear about that stuff. But things have still been great, and I'm really looking at everything, and I'm still like, I'm very much so grateful. I'm grateful for being able to have an opportunity to come before y'all right now and still like be able to share my message with you guys and share my experience. And I hope I get to hear about what you guys have done. Like, have I know like if you guys actually took a step out of the beaten path, so to speak, and took the path less traveled by. I think that's Robert Frost. Um, how was that for you? Like, was it like nerve wracking for you? Was it easy? And honestly, at this point, I'm really just about to have fun with it. Because I'm really in a space where I'm just like, I really don't give a fuck about anything that's not like conducive to the goals and dreams and desires that I have set forth. Like, because in reality, despite all of that shit, it really don't fucking matter. It really don't fucking matter. It really don't fucking matter, y'all. Like, it matters probably like emotionally. Yes, I probably get down on myself like, oh man, like yeah, this happened. But like long term, like it really don't matter. Yes, babe. Uh, sure. Thank you. Sorry, y'all, that's my baby. So anyway, like I was saying, going back to the matter at hand, is still like, yeah, I'm really in a space right now. I just don't give a fuck about anything that's not conducive to the dreams and desires that I have. And, people want to make problems and excuses, problems there which they created for themselves. But you know how folks like to be, they want to project on everybody else. I really don't give a fuck. I don't like. Damn, that's crazy. Is a one breath away. Truly is like, yeah. Like I really just don't care about the bullshit. Um, and really, I hope I can like share that with you all. But yeah. So let me see. I think Stephen had came back. Next I've been doing this about 10 years. Have you seen though? No, I haven't. I haven't seen that done before. Not in real life. I used to watch stuff on TV. Um, I can't remember the name of that guy. Um, Mind Freak. I don't know if y'all grew up like watching that show like in the early 2000s. I'm a millennial, so I remember it, but I don't know if anybody else does. So yeah, Mind Freak. I seen him do that a few times, but that was like on TV. I never seen it like in real life. Uh, my journey. Oh yeah, yeah, you do feel the same with your journey. Like yeah, I get that, and I wonder if that's just one of those typical things that's like normal, like in the early stages. But after listening to a few people and then listening to folks that actually do live out the desires of their dreams, like they say, like, yeah, people doubt them. People wrote them off and all this stuff like that. Or even if it's not just from outside folks, they're like, yeah, like first, it was a little bit awkward, but at some point you just gotta say fucking and jump in. It's really like learning how to swim. You just get in the pool. Once you in the pool, start strengthening your legs. Learn how to kick your feet. Work on the different doggy pedals and strokes and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So, and it's really helping me get back into my spiritual journey as well. Because fundamentals are so important. Fundamentals are so important. Like, even if you're like at a fighting gym doing karate or whatever you're doing, you got a coach that's always pushing you to work fucking fundamentals. It's a good ass coach. Because guess what? You always got to go back to basics at some point. So that's what I've been doing. Just remember my basics. Just ground myself and trying to remember like what's most important in life and stop being so hung up on the external and realize that my internal can change and affect my external. And so now I've been retreating and going back inside. And so hopefully if you're watching this like a playback or something like that, whenever you do, you know, drop drop down below. Let me know you was a real one if you even watch this all the way to the end. But yeah, definitely about to go live. And it might not be like long forms of content every time I post, or every time I go live. But I'm here, I'm sharing my experience, I'm sharing what I learned. Yeah, and what I learned right now is just remember my fundamentals. Go back to basics. Keep yourself rooted, grounded. And never forget about God being inside of here. Don't allow your mind to have to go through hell when heaven is literally just a mind shift away. That's a bar. Y'all should write that down. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.